This was our tour guide, John. He picked us up in a 1941 Command reconnaissance Jeep. And now that's going in style. He was going to be our tour guide for the day.
Thing around here. Somewhat. You guys can feel free to look at it if you want.
You have to crawl to get in there.
No, I'm not gonna crawl in, dude.
There's
That's
no other
okay.
door.
Yep, this is the only way to get into the plane.
These are her speed records right there.
Speed records.
Mm-hmm.
301.
Yeah, they're for her class, she was the fastest plane. Is still the fastest plane in the lot. You can go in if you want.
I can't fit.
As usual.
John asked if we knew how to drive stick. Irvin jumped at the chance.
All right.
Here he is at the wheel.
This is first.
Clutch is a little weak.
Brakes are off.
No brake. There is no brake.
No brakes, huh? You did it.
Which way should I go now? That
That
one.
way.
I got
You
you.
can just stay right there. We're not going for it. There with the hangar door, so pull up by that red truck.
You got it? So Andy, that's how you drive stick.
You know what? I'm glad you know how to do it because I would be still back there.
Stalling us out.
Yeah.
Like a son of a bitch.
Oh, dude, is that a
This
P-51?
no, it's a yak.
Oh, that's a Russian.
Yeah. He uses it, competes in speed races and what have you, down in Texas most of the time. That's why it's got the oversized propellers. And this here is an experiment. It's sitting down like this, and nose gear retracted, because it's so well balanced that if there's not a passenger in it, it would tip over backwards.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So she's real pretty.
So,
Nose gear is retracted.
retracted always?
Well, when it's parked like this, yeah.
So when the aircraft is parked, that's how you have to do it?
Yep. Otherwise, you have a passenger in it, and then it becomes balanced out.
How does that work if I had this, I flew here, and you have to, how do you retract the?
I don't know how they retract.
That's
It's
amazing.
not our plane, you know, these are.
If anybody has the answer to that question, please leave a comment down below. Thanks.
She's our hangar cat. She
Nice.
actually belongs over there.
You always gotta have a hangar cat. Oh, yeah. My daughter loves cats.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm allergic to them.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Oh,
I love her to death. It's a pantograph, okay? And the guy on this end is the same guy as on that end. What it is because when you do a pantograph, you're taking a picture, and a picture, and they get stitched together. And after they took this picture, he ran around behind and went on the other end.
And that was here.
That was here. No, this was, I'm sorry, in Ohio.
Oh, okay.
At the 70th Doolittle Raiders reunion. These are patches, unit patches of the actual Doolittle Raiders.
Oh, the actual patches.
Yeah. Larry Kelly, he was a really close friend of the Doolittle Raiders. He has 47, 48 autographs from them on a picture in his home, yeah. Just over here, please do not touch. No, the bomb.
I will not touch.
Point out to you here.
Is it active?
No, it's a dummy. But you can see right here, this autograph. B-29, the Enola Gay.
Oh, that's the one that dropped the bomb over in Japan.
Yeah, this is the
Enola Gay.
bomb that dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. He's the pilot. Larry's known some really awesome folks, I'm telling you.
So these guys signed all their names to.
Yeah, these are mostly Doolittle Raiders. And you heard of the sands of Iwo
Gutsman's father was in Iwo Jima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and this is General Doolittle. He was at the time just a colonel during the raid on Tokyo. It was United States was attacked on December 7th, 1941, and April 18th, 1942. He led the raid to strike back. Now there was no way that we were going to be able to launch a raid on Japan from the United States or anywhere else, you know. So they came up with this scheme of launching medium bombers off of an aircraft carrier. You'll need to watch the movie called 30 Seconds Over Tokyo.
Okay.
And it tells the whole story about it. And the difference in them is these are for fighter pilots, okay? And this one here is for bomber crew. The difference being that bomber crew needed to move around. Fighter pilots saddled up the whole time.
Right.
So they're sitting. This is a seat that they're actually sitting on.
Yep, that's a cushion. That's a parachute. Okay, same with that. And this one here was just a harness that they would wear.
Right.
And if they needed to bail out, they would grab this off the wall, snap it on.
Oh, so it wasn't on them.
Right. Snap it on and then jump out. You hope you had enough time. Wow. And that's a flak jacket. You can go ahead and touch this one.
Oh wow.
World War II, yeah, it's got metal plates.
Yeah, it does. I feel it. Not that thick.
No. I had a bulletproof vest when I was in Iraq, and it had ceramic plates, and it was heavier than that and a lot thicker. But it didn't have the steel. You know, that was just a flak jacket.
That's all
The
it was.
newer version of it was made out of nylon, which I wore back in the 70s and 80s. It was just a real heavy vest, and you know had
Actual runway lights from Pearl Harbor.
Yep. And this is kind of a mock-up of what officers' quarters would look like in World War II. Computer, she couldn't switch over with it. She would still bang on it like it was keys.
On the keyboard. Yeah.
And you know, and they had to be consistent with the pressure, otherwise you'd have a dark letter, a light letter, and what have you. So, yeah, and she never could switch over that they had in the Army Air Corps. And that let the crew go, because they were flying out of the tropics, okay, they could go in shorts and a t-shirt in the B-29.
Right.
And they didn't have to wear these, because you're up at altitude of 30,000 feet with the plane, and it's freezing cold.
Sure.
So they would be wearing these, and they would roast.
So they would have to wear that no matter what.
Yeah, or freeze to death.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But that was what they wore, was these pants and the jackets.
That must have been like so uncomfortable to move, bro.
Hot.
Well, you figure 30,000, right? It's
Yeah.
minus.
Yeah.
Temperature
Very
hasn't
cool.
changed then, so you figure it's minus 40 Celsius,
Yeah.
probably.
Next stop, we're going to go to the home of Panchito, the B-25 bomber.
This plane never saw action at all. She was built very late in the war,
Okay.
and therefore never got deployed. So this is the Mark Twain bomb site. It was invented by one of the Doolittle Raiders. Because the Norden bomb site, number one, they wanted to take it out because it was classified top secret back during the war. And should one of the planes fall into the Japanese hands, they didn't want to get a hold of the Norden bomb site. Number two is the Norden only works at high altitude.
Okay.
And Mark Twain is designed for low altitude. All you had to know was speed and height.
Right.
And you guys want to go in?
We do want to go in, yeah.
Okay. Well, let me show you first the bomb bay here. Watch your head.
Sure.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah.
Well, the missing bomb here is over in the museum,
Okay.
but what you're not seeing here is autographs all of Doolittle Raiders.
Snap.
See, this
Really?
this is the one thing we don't want anyone touching, is because as you can see, the autograph here is almost gone. Remember, yellow yes, red no.
Yes.
Gotcha. Here I come. Here we go. Yellow handle? Yellow handle? Yellow handle? Yes.
Nice, huh? Look at you.
In order to get to the bombardier section in the front of the aircraft, you had to crawl through this narrow tube. It wasn't easy.
You did it. How was that?
So you, like someone can actually sit here during flight? Okay. So we, this is pretty incredible. Okay. Yeah, you going in?
Yeah.
You pulling the trigger? You're going all the way to the front?
Now it's my turn to go inside. I'm 6'1", and let me tell you, it wasn't easy getting into that cockpit. I don't know how those young servicemen did it.
That was cool. Very, very nice. Wow.
And it was built without the aid of a computer. It was
Right.
it was done using a pencil, a paper, and a slide rule. You're dropping out our fake bombs.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Wow. Definitely tight, I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah.
You can't be a big guy here.
You.
Panchito, the B-25 bomber, a part of World War II aviation history, will always have a special place in our hearts. Getting close up and personal with this beautiful bomber has left Irvin and I with a feeling of gratitude that aviation is in our blood. After the tour, John drove us to the restaurant on the field for a quick bite before we flew back to Lakewood Airport. If you'd like to take the tour yourself, just call up Delaware Aviation Museum and set up a time and a date. You won't be disappointed. Great tasting food, a friendly waiter. What else could we ask for to end our day at Delaware Coastal Airport? Thanks, guys. See you again.
Thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead, make the call.
Coastal Delaware traffic. Piper is taking the active 2-2. We'll be heading out to the northeast. Coastal traffic.
All right, final is clear. Here we go. No name, no blame.